So we're into the full swing of laptop season. I haven't reviewed too many gaming ones. This is one of the better ones though. This is the Gigabyte AORUS 16X. Like I said, this one is really great for all of you gamers out there, and I really like what Gigabyte has done with the design of this. It's pretty minimal. So this colorway is actually called Midnight Gray. It's almost leaning towards that really dark navy side. I guess with midnight, that kind of makes sense. That's kind of the color. You can see the logo on the front. It's barely visible, only when some light catches it, which is what I like. It's got some nice RGB lighting on the back. It's a bit subtle, which I like. I've obviously changed it to monochrome in orange, and it does have the AORUS logo that shines through the bottom. Once again, very subtle. You won't see it most of the time, as you will probably be looking at it this way. You've got the rest of the venting and the thermals, and for a gaming laptop, it's actually not too big and bulky. You've got a full suite of I/O. So power, Ethernet, HDMI 2.1, USB-A, and USB-C Thunderbolt 4. And on the other side, you've got the rest. Maybe the one thing I would have liked is a full-size SD card slot for some of the creators that are out there that would be using this. But like I said, overall, it's a fairly lightweight gaming laptop, like 2.3 kilos, which puts it on the lighter end. Considering what they've got inside, gaming-wise, they've packed a lot in. It's rocking the current gen i9, the 4900HX. The CPU clocks up to 5.8 gigahertz, has 24 cores with 32 threads, which makes this an absolute powerhouse, not just for gaming, but for productive tasks as well, like doing 3D work or 4K editing. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, but what I really like about this laptop, it's pretty much future-proof since you can easily upgrade it. It has 2 RAM slots, and also this has a terabyte of space, once again upgradable to 4 terabytes with that extra slot. So super dope, I guess, for the future. It's got an RTX 4070, 8 gigs of GDDR6 VRAM, which boasts a clock speed of 2175, and maximum graphics power of 140 watts. But it is more than enough to play AAA titles, which I'll get to in a second. And for the rest of the design, it's, once again, like I said, very gaming focused. So you've got all of the main keys right here backlit in RGB. Once again, I've just got mine in orange. And these ones are translucent. They're kind of slowly growing on me, and for the most part, when you are playing games, these will be the main keys that you're interacting with. The keyboard has a nice key travel of around 1.7 millimeters. Here, I'll do a quick little type test. And for the trackpad, decent size. It covers most of the palm rest area, and it's centered once again, which I'm a fan of. The webcam, it's full HD, so 1080p, which supports Windows Hello. And one thing, as I've used this a bit more for a gaming laptop, the heat management is pretty decent. So you've got like full venting, like I said, and that heat doesn't really rise through the keyboard, which is one thing that I've really noticed on a lot of other gaming laptops. They get hot, they're uncomfortable. This, on the flip end, you can game for hours on end without any discomfort, which is dope. So for actual gaming performance, so like I said, you can play most AAA titles with some really good frame rates. On most titles, I'm getting over 100 frames, even heavy ones like Cyberpunk. As long as I tweak the settings, I am running DLSS. Even multiplayer games like Call of Duty, getting those extra frames really makes a big difference. And I think it's like the perfect pair with this, since this does have a 165 hertz display. It is an IPS panel, but it is matte, and it helps reduce reflection and glare. And like most gaming laptops, you typically have to have this plugged in to get that max performance. But because of the size, because of its like lightweightness, you can theoretically bring this around, game in different locations. I've actually brought this to, say, like a coffee shop. I brought it away here from the studio. Once again, plugged in, I'm still getting that performance. And with that screen, I can really game in all situations, which is what I really like. Another great thing about this laptop I found is the battery life. So it's 99 watt hours. So with general like mixed use, you can get around like 8 hours before you have to charge it. It's got a 240 watt adapter and 100 watts of power delivery, so you can always juice it up nice and quick. So with most laptops now, obviously AI is that huge buzzword. This has some of that built in. It's of course got the Microsoft Copilot button, which is powered by ChatGPT, which you can ask things, but it also has the Gigabyte Control Center. That's essentially an AI boost mode where when you're gaming, it can kind of sense the proper performance and change things on the fly to make your machine more efficient. It can handle things like clock speeds, performance, and obviously control how much your fan ramps up, which yeah, this does ramp up quite high. Just keep it plugged in, like I said, for the most part, and you should be great for performance. And overall, last but not least, when you compare this to the competition for what you're getting for the specs, for the performance, this actually is one of the better costing machines out there. If you can actually snag this on a bit of a deal, you can get some really great savings. Like I said, it comes in this one nice portable form factor. When I remember a couple of years ago, gaming laptops used to be way heavier, way chunkier, and for the performance and the power that you're getting, it's kind of pretty cool to see. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you're rocking any games or interested in a gaming laptop this year, this could definitely be one of the cool options. It's always cool to see that little Aorus logo on the bottom as I wrap up this vid, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you in one of my next ones. Peace.